Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pause Window Cleaning, and wow, what a year 2023 has been. There has just been a lot that has been going on. It has a lot of, just a lot of things, and I was talking to my wife about it earlier today, and I was like, you know, I should make a video about 2023, like kind of like a recap, the pros, the cons, and like kind of like a future like update, if that makes sense. Because ultimately, you know, it's a business. It's not always going to be perfect, and it's been a lot of work this year, a lot of changes, and I mean, I just kind of just wanted to have like a, you know, an honest view of 2023. Just, you know, it seems that, you know, I like you see me always working and always talking about like different products and just kind of like going forward. But, you know, I don't always want to like bring out the tough times, if that's kind of the word that you want to use, you know, when it comes to being a window cleaner in general, right? Because a lot of times people just see us working, you know, having like these cool like YouTube shorts or whatever. But it's not always perfect, right? And so that's kind of why if you were thinking of, you know, starting a window cleaning business, or maybe you already have a window cleaning business and you kind of just want to, you know, sit back and relax and just kind of see like another window cleaner's point of view, you're more than happy to do so. And so just to get straight into it, I kind of have a list here on my computer, like the pros and cons and like the future, like kind of like what we want to do for the business. But I'm the type of person that likes to talk about the negative first, because it'll be like, as how do I say it, easier to take in that it being like positive, and then the negative kind of just takes over it. So it's kind of nice to talk about the negative, the cons first, and then of like how this year has been, like the experiences that I've gone through, my wife has gone through, and then obviously the pros, and then what we want to do for the future. So let's get straight into it. A couple of the cons that I had was, one of them was one of my old clients of mine. I did his house one time, and very nice guy and everything like that. And I kind of was talking to him about, you know, because I haven't done his windows in about like 2 years. So he ended up calling me up, and he asked me, he's like, hey, so I would like to have my windows cleaned. And I said, okay, no problem. Because obviously, you know, inflation has been kind of, you know, hasn't been friendly to everyone. So I kind of told him, I was like, hey, just to be honest with you, we're going to raise the price a little bit. And last time, I think I did his screens for free. So I was like, hey, so we're going to raise the price on the windows. It was French windows, so it was a lot of windows. And then I told him like, hey, you know, like I'm going to charge $5 a screen. So he's like, oh, okay, no problem. You know, you did good work and everything like that. He's a very nice guy, very, very nice guy. So I get to the house, right? And we make it a day. My wife and I, we were like, okay, does this day work well for you? He's like, yeah, that's fine. And so, okay, so we get to the house, right? And this is why I would say having a contract is going to save you so much. Why do I say that? Well, we agreed on the price of the windows and the screens, right? So I show up at the house, I have my iPad, have the contract signed and everything. I said, okay, I think it was $450, I think the windows were. So I said, okay, your windows are going to be $450 and your screens are going to be $5 a screen. And he's like, what? Can you say that again? Yeah, no problem. $450 for the windows and $5 a screen, right? $5 a screen? But you told me that all my screens were $5. And so at that moment, I mean, as a business owner, you kind of have to make a split decision, right? So I was thinking, okay, if it's just a couple screens, okay, I'll just do it for him, no problem. But he was like, Andy, I have 30 screens. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you don't have to do the screens, because our policy is we'll take off the screens, put it back on. We don't have to clean your screens, you know? And he's like, no. You told me that it was $5 for all my screens. And I was like, oh no. And the thing is that this is over the phone too, you know? That's another thing. You should always text or have like some type of like quote or whatever to make sure everything is written down. And so like at that point, he just started like yelling at us and like screaming at us, and it was just very weird. And his wife like walked to the side, and I don't know what happened, but like again, I wouldn't mind like not doing the screens, or do like, let's say, a couple of them for free or whatever. But he like yelled at us and everything, and to the point where he slammed the door on our face. It was very like disrespectful, but I mean, what can you do, right? So then from there, we got in the car, and we, for us, we just kind of just moved on, and we just got in the car and just kind of left, and we just kind of took the day off. It kind of like bothered us throughout the day, but I mean, that's just part of the business, right? So again, if I didn't have the contract, and to this day, I still say he's a nice guy. I just think that it was just a miscommunication. I think he was really hoping that 30 screens would be $5, but maybe, like, I don't know. So I mean, like I said, still, he's a nice guy, and maybe he was just going through a bad day or something. And that's another thing. Maybe people are going through bad situations, and they just take it out on you because you try to be a nice business owner, try to be nice. But yeah, I mean, we got yelled at. That was not fun. Kind of like left that in our minds for a little bit, but we moved on. And I mean, I hope for the best for him, but again, that can happen. So I'm kind of like reading my list a little bit here on the side so I can just help me out with these little bullet points. Another thing too was like a couple of times, this was a very few, I would say maybe like 2 or 3 times, we would go do bids, and we do bids for free. We don't charge to go do a bid. So I went to do a bid a couple of times, and we would talk to the homeowner, walk with them and everything, and agree on a price, and then they would say yes, everything works out great, right? And then we schedule a date, right? Let's just say, for example, like, next Wednesday. Okay. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is that like 2 or 3 times this year, it was just very weird because we already agreed on the price, already agreed on the day. And then like a day or two before, it would be like, oh, sorry, I already found someone else, and this and that, I'm going to go with them. And it's like, how do I say it? It bothers me a little bit because it's like, we took the time to go there, and that's fine if they don't, want to go with us, and that's fine the first time when we're giving the bid. But if we already agreed on the price, we already agreed on the day and everything like that. So the reason why I'm saying that is because, I mean, maybe next year, I'm not like 100% sure. We're still discussing about it, but maybe just having like a deposit, because if that happens, it's not a problem. But the biggest concern is that day someone else could have taken it, because there's a lot of times that I would, let's say, give a bid, and they're like, oh, well, let's do it, and everything looks good. Okay, when are you available? Oh, let's see. Oh, like, let's say next Friday. Oh, man, I need it for next Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry, I already have a client that day, and so we can't do that job. So that person that I missed out on could have been on that Wednesday, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So we're kind of discussing maybe next year having like a deposit, like maybe $25-$50, so that if we do lose the client, at least we keep the deposit, if that makes sense. So that's kind of something that, it just, I don't know, it's not the best of things. I don't want to do deposits, but it's kind of like a seriousness too. Like, oh, okay, we're just saying yes. But like I said, 95 to 98% of the time, I mean, whatever the math is on that, of those 2 or 3 that didn't, we did get the job and we did everything, right? And I mean, even they called us back, some of them even this year called us back to do their windows again, which was awesome. But yeah, like those first time clients, maybe like I would say maybe we were thinking about just doing a deposit, and of course a deposit will be deducted from the total price, so that's not going to be the biggest issue for us. So at least that's something that we want to consider. Let's see what else. Okay, so another thing too is that so this year we offered window cleaning, right, inside and out. We also offered solar panel cleaning and also gutter cleaning. When it comes to gutter cleaning, we're actually discontinuing the service. That's why it's kind of like a con. Not that it's a bad job, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's the thing is with gutter cleaning is that like a lot of people, they want their gutters cleaned, which is awesome, and go for it. I actually have a Skyvac. I think it comes from England or something, somewhere in the UK or somewhere in Europe, that I got, and it's pretty cool because I can suck everything from the gutters from the floor, and it's just like an HVAC pretty much, but it's meant for gutter cleaning, right? And so there has poles that you can connect to, you can go up. It's not like the XERO products or anything like that. You can just kind of close them up and then expand, right? But anyway, so like that was a pretty cool service, but the thing is that no one wants to pay, and that's the thing. Everyone wants gutter cleaning to be like $100, and it's that's not doable, you know, like with, especially to live in I mean, of course we're talking about California, it's very expensive to live here. So like for us to go do a job for like $100, you know, it doesn't make sense for us. The gas, the insurance, and all that, to just be there, you know, it doesn't make sense at all. It's better just to try to find another job, right? Not fitting that person in our schedule, because then we could have been making money to make it at least profitable to go to the house, right? And also too, I think another thing that with gutters is that not only the pay, but the thing is that you never know. It's literally 50-50 chance that they have gutter guards. Now gutter guards, like I said, I'm not using a ladder to get on the gutter to the roof, to the gutters. So like for me, I would have to get on a ladder, go take off the gutter guards, which, you know, like I said, I don't know if they're there or not. And so that's kind of why, like, you know, if they did have gutter guards, I would be like, oh, you know, because when you put gutter guards on, they're pretty much screwed in to your gutter. So to take it off, you have to unscrew it, potentially breaking something in the process, because you have to uninstall and then install again. So when you're doing that kind of stuff, you know, there's a high chance you might break something. If you put your ladder on the roof or whatever, on the gutter, trying to, like, not trying to bend anything, you might break, or I don't know. It's just a lot of things there, so a lot of potential dangers there, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, it's not just the gutter guards itself, but it's all, or the getting on a ladder to the gutter guards, but it's just, you know, taking it off, putting it back on. If you don't install it right, they're going to call you back. So gutter guards are the worst. They literally, once something gets inside and, you know, starts forming a lot of stuff inside the gutters, you pretty much have to unscrew and screw it. Yeah, it's just a lot of work. So, and again, no one wants to pay. I mean, if it paid, right, that would be, we'll have a different discussion. But like just those two factors alone, it's just kind of tough, you know, because a lot of people have one or the other, right? They don't want to pay, or they have gutter guards, or both, right? So, and sometimes they don't know. Genuinely, they don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's not just all like the gutter guard's fault, but like it's you know, or the homeowner's fault. It's the gutter guards that are installed, you know, trying to be better, but you still have to remove it to clean the inside. So anyways, I could talk about that all day, and it's just annoying. But yeah, so but yeah, again, like I said, I was trying to make like the negative come first, because now we're talking about the positive, because I don't know, I just like it like that. Hear the bad news first and the good news, because the good news will get ruined by the bad news. So anyways, so now on a positive note, let's talk about the pros, right? So the pros for us in 2023 is that we built a new website. So in previous years, we used to have a website. We went on Wix.com, and we went there and we did our own website, right? We pay the annual fee of having a website, being able to be on the website, right? Which is great, and I love it. And I thought it was amazing, right? I mean, I think we all think the same, right? If we want to build our own website, we're like, oh man, this is great. And we did get work through that, so that's not the issue. But once we got here, like, I think to this point of like changing from our side of things to having like a professional change our website, like having it, like it was literally reworked from the ground up. So it was not just like they put a patch on top of our, no, like we hired a professional person to take care of us in that sense. And man, he did awesome. His name is Caleb, really cool guy. I think I might do an interview with him pretty soon. So stay tuned. You'll have an opportunity to see, like, maybe he'll talk about his work and everything like that. So maybe you'll get to see that in the near future. But really cool guy. He also does our SEO work. So, and he's based in, I think, Austin. So really cool guy. And man, we've been getting a lot of work because of him, because he's been able to plug in all this stuff behind the scenes, like key text, keywords, and really he did a phenomenal job. And yeah, so we'll have an interview with him. But that was another that was one of the big things that we did this year. The second one too is that prior to this year, I was a sole proprietor, and now that my wife is joining me, so now I do the outside work mainly, and like, you know, solar panels and all like the stuff that is on the outside, and she does the inside work mostly all the time, right? So, and then if I finish early, I'll help her out, or you know how it goes. So now that she's working as part of the company, we became an LLC, which is awesome, because now her and I are joint in the same company, and also too, it kind of protects ourselves too, and yeah, because now we're, like I said, we're insured and everything, and we just want to have that extra step of being an LLC so that our personal stuff is protected, right? So something that was our next point, something that kind of came out of the blue, was I had, since this year, I've had a RAV4, and that's kind of been like my personal car, and from there I kind of just like had that as my window cleaning car. But yeah, it doesn't look so professional. I know that a lot of people have their own cars that they convert into like, window cleaning or some service job, which is great. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I did it too. It saves a lot of money because you already have your car ready. You don't need to go out of your way. But now that this year came along, we were looking into the market of like maybe like upgrading our vehicle, trading our car in. We ended up getting a Ford Maverick, and something that I really draw my attention to that car was that it's a hybrid, and it's less than $30,000 to get a hybrid of a truck. So I even went to, I think, to a Toyota dealership to maybe look at the Tacomas. But when I was test driving it, I didn't really like it so much. But when we saw the Maverick and I test drove that, oh man, I fell in love with it. And my wife too, and she's like, yeah, we're not going back to the Toyota dealership. So we placed our order, I think back in June or July, something like that. It was like a $500 deposit, and they were going to give us the car next year. So that's why I didn't think I was going to be saying this in the video now, but saying this car in this video of 2023. But a couple months later, I guess someone ordered one, and I guess financing fell through to them, or they didn't want it anymore. And so they were like, hey, the dealership that we put the deposit in, they're like, hey, do you want this car? It's right here. And there's a little bit of a markup, which I don't like. But compared to other dealerships, man, this was like nothing. Because all the dealerships were like 10, 15,000 over MSRP. And I was like, no, we're not going to pay that. We're just going to wait next year and whatever. So we ended up getting the car at like really good deal, still under 30 for a hybrid, right? That's exactly what we wanted. And it was actually a higher trim. So that worked out perfectly. Kind of fell in our laps, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of funny because I was planning to wrapping the car, like for next year. So I was like, okay, we could do it for next year. But it just happened like one afternoon, and everything just fell into place like right there and then. I'm not even joking. I took my RAV4 to the dealership, bought the car, and then we traded in the RAV4 and just transferred literally the stuff from the RAV4 to the truck. So it was kind of funny how that all worked out. But this goes into my next point, that then from there, we actually got our vehicle wrapped. And that's something that it has been a blessing in disguise, because we found a really good place that does the wrap. We'll have a video. I have a video on our channel. I'll probably put it in the description down below if you want to check that video out. But we had a great experience wrapping our car, and yeah, it's been awesome. A lot of people have contacted us because of that. I used to have a flag. I still have it. I would put a flag in front of the house, to have like our advertisement and all that. But now that the car is wrapped, I don't really need to use the flag anymore. I mean, sometimes we might just to put it up there. But yeah, the wrap itself has been awesome. We've been getting a lot of calls, and it's been it's been awesome, 2-for-1. And yeah, that's another thing that we had. So that's going to lead up to another thing that has boosted our business a little bit, is our reviews. I only had, I think, like 20 reviews, something like that, in the beginning of the year. So I implemented an application, pretty much, or a service, if you want to say. It's called Nice Job. Nice Job has been phenomenal. I think it's like $75 a month, and today as recording this video. But it has been a game changer big time, because Nice Job, what it does is that, like, let's say you and I, right? I go to your house and I give you a bid, right? And I just say, okay, well, this is the price. And you say, let's do it. Okay, I come, do the service at your house. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me have your email and your phone number. Perfect. And then from there, those two things, I send you, after the job is done, of course, a link, and then from there you can write a review for, I think it's Google, I think Facebook, and even Yelp. So it has that. And if you or the homeowner doesn't have one of those services, you can just write a review on Nice Job itself. So what's cool about that is, with actually our website designer Caleb, he implemented that like coding into our website, and then from our website we're able to have like things pop up like, oh, 5-star review, and that has been awesome. So with Nice Job, on top of all that, right, and even though I'm paying $75 a month, which is very expensive but worth it, I will say, now we have over 60 reviews, you know, just on Google. And I think from Yelp, I think we got like 20 of them, I think, something like that. And even some of our clients do both, so that's like awesome because it's like a 2-for-1, right? So Nice Job has been amazing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a promotion that's going on Nice Job, so I'll leave it in the description down below. I think you get like a deal for a couple months or something like that. Hopefully it's still there. I'll put it in the description down below so that you can also benefit from it. But I didn't have that promotion, of course, and I never get any of these promotions when I start. But that's why I'm trying to do my best to help you guys out, because now with this promotion, it helps you, and then I think it might help me. I don't know. But at least, most importantly, it helps you, and that's what's most important. What else? So we also got new shirts. That I do have a video on. It's called FINPRINT. It has been a game changer too. Actually, now I think about it. Well, let me continue with it, and I have a point at the end of that. Yeah, it's been a walking billboard. It's been a great service because you'll be, let's say, cleaning some windows and like people are passing by. Everyone apparently is walking their dog in the middle of the day. That's awesome. I wish I can do that. You know, well, I actually would need a dog, but you know what I mean? Like, it would be nice to walk around with your pet, right? But when you're cleaning your windows, it's like you go and people are passing by and they're like, oh, what is that? And they can read like the services that we have. And it even has our phone number and all that stuff, our website and all this other stuff. When you go to a supermarket or whatever, they see all that information. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a walking billboard. You know, 100% of the time when you wear it, you know, everyone's going to be looking at it because it's very colorful. They're going to be like, what is this? And it's best part, it's very breathable, and it has all this stuff, polyester and all this other stuff. It's awesome, especially with window cleaning. You get wet, it dries up really quick. I really like it a lot. Anyways. Okay, so another thing that's been a pro is amazing clients. Now, we've had, of course, we had that one client in the beginning, but man, it has been awesome. Like the clients have, like, some of them have gave us like new restaurants to go to, have given us referrals, have given us a lot of different things, and yeah, it's really cool. I really like it a lot in a sense that you know, even though you're doing the work for these people, you really get to know them too, because, you know, you're going to their house, you know, they have to feel comfortable with you, right? To be able to be with you, to be able to talk with you and all that. Obviously, it's like another thing is like trust, right? Because, I mean, I had like maybe a handful of clients in my whole window cleaning career that they'll be like watching me every single room, and hey, I don't mind that at all, you know. And I even had one time this client tell me that someone robbed them, like someone did a service at their house and they robbed their jewelry and stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, here's my bag, check my pockets, you know, no problem at all. If you want to see, you know, obviously I didn't steal anything that day, or any day I should say, but yeah, I just tell them, here, check my bag, I don't have anything to hide and everything like that. So yeah, it's most of the time you go to their house, they leave you alone, you do your own work, kind of move on and everything. And yeah, I mean, it's been really nice. They gave us a lot of nice ideas, places to travel, places to eat at. Some give us tips, which is very nice. We don't like kind of push that or by any means. We just kind of say, here's the bill, you know, pay us, I guess. You know? But we don't actually ask for tips, and so they tip us, and that's nice. It's like a nice perk. So that's been awesome. So a personal pro, I guess that's a thing. A personal pro is that I have lost some weight. I don't know if you guys had noticed. I've been kind of like on a little bit of a diet. I haven't been proud of gaining weight, so I've been eating like 2 hard-boiled eggs in the morning and having like a whey protein for lunch, and like kind of like a grilled chicken. I forget what Ashley makes, but she makes like grilled chicken, potatoes, and like a salad, but like very small. Because what we were doing was like we were working, and then we would go to like Cane's, Raising Cane's. It's like a chicken place that will give you chicken strip place, and you know, fried food is not always the best. So I think that kind of, you know, led into gaining weight a little bit. But now that we eat healthier, we're working out and everything, I've been able to lose I think between 15, I think around 15 pounds. So I've been very happy with the results. My clothes are actually fitting again, and so I'm very happy about that. So it's kind of like a personal pro, I guess. And yeah, the next year, I kind of now transitioning. I kind of want to lose maybe a little bit more weight, maybe another, I don't know, 5 to 10 pounds, and I think I'll be okay with that. Maybe a little more, but I think right now, I think 5 to 10 pounds should be good. And yeah, but I guess to wrap it all up, the future pretty much is to build this YouTube channel. You know, I don't know anything about YouTube. When I first started, I didn't know anything about YouTube. I just, you know, started posting some stuff. I was trying to get ideas, and there's other YouTubers that have done an amazing job posting content. So I kind of just get like kind of like ideas from them, like, oh, you know, like what solutions should I use? I don't know, just everything in general. And also too, it's been really great being in this YouTube community, because I learn a lot about what stuff works, what stuff doesn't work, ideas. Like I got like my shirt idea I got from a couple of people, so that's been great. And yeah, that's kind of like the future, I guess. Lose a little bit more weight, kind of build up this YouTube channel. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to think right now, just because I'm the type of person that likes to plan like kind of like now, not so much in the future. But not like that, but you know what I mean? Like I already set everything up. I kind of already am used to a certain lifestyle, like, okay, be on a budget, do this, do that. Actually, now I'm talking about maybe I might upgrade my camera. I think that's kind of a big thing. That's probably another reason why I don't post as much, because I've been having a lot of problems. Like having this mic right here has been like a problem to set up to my camera. The little LCD screen, it's a Lumix, that it's a little LCD screen on the side. After 30 seconds, the screen turns off, which is probably better because I can look at you right on the lens, but kind of sucks when you're talking and then like next thing you know it turns off, and I don't know how to turn it on like for the whole time. I don't care if it ruins the battery, you know, or drains it faster, but that's something that I kind of want to work on. I did get a max lens mod for the GoPro, so that's been kind of helping me a lot with you know, some action videos and all that with YouTube. And most importantly though, the biggest review for reflection, I guess, for this year was, I just want to say really thank you so much for those that have used our links. It has been really helpful a lot. I've been using that money to reinvest back into the business. Like I said, I got the GoPro Max lens mod and all that, so it has been really, really beneficial to get you guys better quality. But at the same time, you don't want to be recording at every house, right? Because some people don't like that. So the videos that I did, they were okay with it, but like it just seems like right now a lot of people are kind of like more into private, having their house more private. So that's why I don't have a lot of videos on recording, but someone's house. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it for me. I mean, my wife and I are really looking forward to next year, seeing how things go. I will try to see if maybe next year, at the end of next year, I'll do another recap of 2024. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, like, and also comment of whatever you want, you know, like what you're looking forward to 2024. How was business this year for you? Have any questions? You know, put it in the description down, the comments down below, and I'll try to put all these links in the description down below of all the videos and stuff. And if you buy anything through my links, it will help us out tremendously. So hope everything is good with you guys for next year, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.